Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hello viewers, welcome once again to my channel. My name is Muhammad Atiq Anwar and you are watching Muhammad Atiq Anwar, an education for us all. So welcome to another drive and a place where a viewer has asked for me to film, and today it's quite a lengthy drive to Mixenden, and the subscriber who has requested this is Diane Holdsworth, and I think you moved to Birmingham when you were you remember your primary school age, so presumably when you were a teenager. Okay, so there are various ways of getting to Mixenden, but we are going to take the scenic route, as it were, and that is going to take a little bit longer, and it is through Mount Tabor. So we're going to go up Pellon Lane and then round onto Mixenden, and of course there are stunning views of the valleys along the way, and I shall stop and hopefully you will enjoy the views. So we're going to go to Mixenden, show you the school, and then back to Halifax. So as always, this is our starting point, the railway station. So we're going to go out of here, turning right, and then towards Pellon Lane. Okay, so we're going to get into the car now and start filming. So we're going to be turning right at this junction. If you remember, ahead is Horton Street, India Building on this side, and the Imperial Crown on the other side. So we're on Winding Road now, viewers, and hopefully familiar sights along the way. Industrial Museum and the car park for the Woolshops shopping centre. So we're near the top of Winding Road. As you can see, there is progress on our railway station. Bus station even, get it right. Just passing through town now, viewers, so it is not this turning, it's the next one. If you remember, there are some flats there that we can see that are at the bottom of Gibbet Street, but of course we're taking the first lane, which is Pellon Lane. We're on the move once again, viewers, and we will be doing a right onto Pellon Lane. We're on Pellon Lane now, viewers. So where you see these traffic lights is the bridge, and underneath, of course, is the Burdock Way. On this side, the buildings are actually on Gibbet Street, the bottom of Gibbet Street. So the carriageway runs down there. So as I say, we will have quite a lengthy journey, so that's why I'm stopping quite so often, in order to keep it a little bit shorter. So we've got another retail park being built here. So once again, I have been here. The area that we see to the left leads on to Hanson Lane. And if you remember, I was on this street, which is called Raglan Street, and it's famous for its mill complex. And as I said in the previous videos, there used to be a lot of houses here that were demolished in the same way as the houses on Gibbet Street. So this is Pellon Lane, and then it becomes another area called New Pellon. So there's a mill complex here as well. This is what remains of it, Pellon Mills, and there are some more mills in the background. So the traffic lights that we are approaching is, of course, Queen's Road. Just pan on this side once more. Just on the corner there, what you see is James Chambers, a family business that started in the early 1800s and expanded and expanded. That actually remained in the same spot apparently, so that's wonderful to see. So we're heading further and further towards New Pellon and then Mount Tabor. Just to the right is, I've forgotten its name now, Breckenbeck, sorry. And that would take us back towards the A629 via Wheatley. So as I say, we will stop just as Mount Tabor starts, because there are some excellent views of Sorby and the Ryburn Valley to one side, and the Mixenden and Ovenden on the other side. So today is a bit of an overcast day, but one of the things that in the next few weeks I won't have as much time, because as you know, one of the jobs that I have is an examiner, so I'm going to be very busy and we'll have less time for videos, but I shall try and produce at least one per week. So we are now in New Pellon. So all these are, of course, what is termed political wards. They all have a councillor. So what you saw was a mixture of new and old property, but what we're approaching here is an older area of New Pellon, and to the right of me there is some views into the valley, but we're going to carry on. So we're coming to the end of New Pellon, and in about 300-400 meters it is Mount Tabor. We will stop there and I will show you the views across the valley. So that's the sign for Mount Tabor, and we're going to try and stop on the pavement here. So that's the journey we've made so far. Viewers, I'm outside of the car now. This is, I think it's still called Pellon Lane, but of course the area is called Mount Tabor. You can't see from here, but if I was to go into this field and further, you would be able to see the Ryburn Valley and Sorby. And that way there is a turning there that will take you across into Sorby, and it is of course one of the things that I plan to do in future. So I'm going to go across there now, and as you can see there are stunning views of the valley there. So I'll pan across the scenery, viewers. So this is Halifax, and as we pan this way, the other villages. So down there would be Boothtown, where we was the other place that I normally start. The A629 runs at the back, and then here we have Mixenden, and next to it Ovenden. Hopefully you can see the wind turbines in the background there. So what we are going to do is turn right, go into the valley, and there are a few downhills and uphills, and once again there are very nice views. So they are narrow roads, so it's very difficult to stop really, but if we get a chance we'll stop, but it is very unlikely. We're on the move again now, viewers. So if we were to go straight on, that is an area known as Wayne Stalls. But we are going to turn right at this junction. If we were to turn left, that would be Soby Bridge and the Ryburn Valley. So we are turning right here. This road is called Moor End Road, and no doubt it had old roads that led to Ovenden Moor, which is up there. So we are heading towards Mixenden. So Diane has asked me to film her the primary school that she went to in Mixenden, which is called Ash Green. So we're now in Mixenden, viewers. So as you can see, many period buildings. No doubt there were cottages. So that is the valley of Mixenden down there. We're on one side of it. I would call this the Ovenden side because these roads lead to Ovenden. So we need to do a right here. So Mixenden is a suburb. This is called Clough Lane, and as you can see there's a mixture of new property and the older property that we see there. So we're going to go straight across here. So we're now at the bottom of the valley. This is Mixenden. Hope you're enjoying the views. So before we knew it, we're actually at Ash Green School. So this is Ash Green School, Diane, and I think I did look it up. I think it's called Brow Bottom is this this road here, So as you can see, a lot of it in its original state whenever it was built in the 1800s. I think it'll be late 1800s because many of the schools were built after 1850. So I'm just a little bit further on, Diane, show you more of the school. So there was actually a fire on this side. We'll see if we can see it. Opposite is this lane called Hollins Lane. When I was at college, I'm sure someone mentioned this and told me that they lived in Mixenden. So that's the journey that we've made. Okay, Diane, so you mentioned that there was a fire here. To the best of my knowledge, it's at this end. So thankfully it has been refurbished, I think, because I can't really see the signs of it, but this was the area that the fire was, and no doubt it's been refurbished on the inside. Okay viewers, we're going to make our way further this way. That will take us up to the valley, and then we're going to join the A629. We're on the move once again, viewers, further along Clough Lane. So hopefully this will take us to the A629 slash Keithley Road. So there's the community centre there. Going straight on. So this is the very bottom of the valley, as I would say, and to the right of us some beautiful period properties. So there is an inclination coming up, and so as you can see there are various roads going towards Ovenden and Illingworth. So we're going back up the valley now. Up. Sorry about that, we need to bear right. Can we? So we're at the very top of the valley now, viewers. That's the journey we've made, viewers, from that side, and we are at the top, and down there is the newer part of Mixenden. So we're going to take this road further on, and hopefully it'll lead us to the A629. So just pan around once again. That is the road that we have been following all across the valley. So as you can see, there are some hills there. Over the hills is Ovenden and Keithley. We're on the move once again now, viewers, not far from the A629, which is of course in Ovenden. So once again, the valley down there. So we're almost at the A629, so hopefully you can see the wonderful period buildings. So at the bottom of this is the A629, and from here we will do a right and on our way back to Halifax. So you will recall I came along here. So this is called Raw Lane that we've just come, and up there is Illingworth, where I came when we visited Ogden Water. So once again, some beautiful old buildings. Some of those are actually from the 18th century. Also up there is an old jail that dates back to the 15th, 16th century. So as you can see, the sign, this is the A629, and to the left is Keighley, and the other side is Halifax. So we've successfully negotiated that junction, viewers. We are approaching the Morrison's supermarket. So I'll just pan this way because the hill that you see there is actually Queensbury. So we're just passing Morrison's. So if you recall, we turned right here last time, but we're going straight ahead. So another beautiful valley. So we're now in Ovenden, viewers. So Ovenden, Mixenden and Illingworth, they have quite a number of estates that were built during the 60s to accommodate the growing population and the newer industries that arrived, which were engineering. We had a large biscuit factory, and there were a number of brewers such as Webster's. So as you can see, you've got newer properties on this side. So we're just going past Club Lane where I was. On this side is the Moorside Community Primary School. So once again, the hills that you see there is Queensbury. So we're at the next junction, viewers, and this is Homefield. So although it's not signposted there, the Club Lane business park can be reached from here. So the building that you see there, the railway, is very historic. I think it dates back to certainly the early 1800s. So this is the start of Ovenden. If we were to do a left along here, that would take us to the back of Dean Clough. So to the left of us, some beautiful period buildings, including this manor house. Okay, so a little further on, the carriageway is going to start. That is the end of Ovenden, and this the area. So when we get there, I'll point it out. It's called Lee Mount. So the road to the right is called Ovenden Way, and as you can see, there's a signpost here for Lee Mount, which is actually the area ahead of us, and it has that church, the Lee Mount Baptist Church. So that area is called Lee Mount. So we're on the move again now, viewers. Further on to the right is the area of Wheatley, and had we not followed the A62 signs, that is where we would have ended up. So the chimney that you see there belongs to excuse me, Dean Clough. So the area above this shrubbery, further back about 500-600 meters, there is a hill, and then on the other side is Pellon Lane, which is where, of course, we started our journey. So we're nearly at Orange Street roundabout. So hopefully you can see from the signs there where it all leads to Burnley, Leeds, Bradford, and if we're to follow it straight ahead, Huddersfield. So you can see the various mills of Dean Clough. So as you can see, some of the attractions are mentioned on that sign. We have the sign for the hospital if we were to follow it right round, but we are now at the Orange Street roundabout. So we're on the move once again, heading towards Halifax and the railway station. Had we stayed on the left hand side, that would have been Booth Town. We will be turning right, and as you can see ahead of us is a nice view of the town hall. So we're doing a left turn onto Broad Street now, viewers. To the right of us once again, the bus station, and we are doing a right on to Winding Road. This is the start of Winding Road. Thankfully some beautiful buildings still remain, but as I've mentioned before, all this area was demolished. There was a power station here and all sorts of other industries. So we're about 500-600 meters away from the railway station, and I thank you for watching. Make the plea, please watch the videos fully. Please get friends, family, etc. to subscribe. The subscribe rate is rather poor, as is the watch time, so please watch my videos fully. So we'll take the scenes in one more time. We're just approaching the Industrial Museum, and next to it is the library which also has an entrance next to the Peace Hall. To the left of us is the road that we took earlier to Scarbottom, and of course it's also the Minster. So when you come out of the railway station, the quickest way to get to the Minster is this path here. So hopefully you can recognise that we are opposite the railway station, the Imperial Hotel. We're about to enter the railway station once more, viewers, so look after yourselves, look after others. Until the next time, goodbye. अपना ख्याल रखना, दूसरों का ख्याल रखना, दुआओं में याद रखना। मैं आपके लिए दुआ करता रहूँगा। अल्लाह हाफिज़। ज़िंदगी हो तो फिर मिलेंगे। खुदा हाफिज़।